So, for those of you who don't know, The Brain Scoop is a show about a young curator of museums and natural history things.
Yeah.
And taxidermist. And what else do you do?
Comparative anatomy. Do lots of comparative anatomy with forensics labs.
And The Brain Scoop has been going strong for like 5 or 6 months now. And now we're going to partner with the Chicago Field Museum.
They have over 25 million artifacts in their collection.
How many do you have here?
24,000.
So that's a lot of extra zeros for
Yeah.
you. How do you feel about leaving this place?
That's a different subject. Pretty sad about that part of it. Because I started here. Everything started here.
There are penguins in this?
Yeah, there are
You're showing me one last thing. That's
Yeah,
nice. It's a huge cabinet door
Yeah.
thing.
They had to put this cabinet in here. They had to haul it in using like cranes and stuff before the building was finished. Yeah, the only place in Montana you can see an emperor penguin.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're dead.
They smell kind of bad, but this was like the moment, like when I came in here and had a tour for the first time, and he's like, "Oh, do you just wanna? You can look at whatever." And I opened this, and I was like, "Is this a penguin from the Antarctic?" I'm in Missoula, Montana, and I'm touching an emperor penguin.
Its head is as big as its body.
Yeah.
Pelicans are so weird.
Albatross.
But that's huge. I was like, what is that giant seagull? Whoa, there's a whole swan.
There's a baby goose. There's a
Baby
gosling.
goose.
We could film a whole other tour episode.
We could. You could show me more.
The thing I like about moles is that you can see really well in this one, their fur doesn't have a growth pattern at all.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it doesn't really have...
Just clumps.
Yeah, so they can go forward and backward and it doesn't irritate their skin. This is the one I wanted to show you. This guy holds a special place in my heart.
Is that some kind of aquatic mammal?
It is! It's a Russian Desmond mole. And they have this, a tail,
Yeah,
kind of
paddle
like
tail.
a muskrat, and they swim around. They live in these canals. These guys are pretty rare, and when we got one, back in the 60s, we were one of 4 museums in the world to have one of these in their collection. What are the other moles?
Yeah.
He's like, I am the king of all moles.
I bet if you actually tried to answer that question, you would have a really hard time. What animal would you be in your next life?
Oh my, it's like what keeps me up at night. I don't know, I'm like Wolverine maybe, but pangolin. But then there's all the birds. I could totally be a shoebill. I want to be a pink fairy armadillo.
You obviously have spent some time thinking about that.
I do.
Oh, look at all those sticky finger feet. Is that what they do? They can eat worms?
Yeah, it's the life. Those are the moles. I showed this on a recent Brain Scoop episode. This is a colugo. It is a gliding lemur. There's like really interesting convergent evolution between these guys. They're not part of the lemur family. They're not actually primates. Between these and flying squirrels, because they have this membrane that connects between their wrists and their ankles, so then they can, woo. Next to bats, they probably have the most advanced flying abilities. For like gliding, then you gotta like grapple onto your tree. I might be a gliding lemur in my next life, actually. Kitty drawers! Look at all the different kinds of kitty skulls.
No?
What
No
are
idea what that
these?
is.
They're grissons.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that
Never
animal.
heard of a grisson, a greater grisson?
No.
They're part of the mustelid family. They're kind of related to wolverines. Honey badgers are kind of badgers, kind of wolverines, kind of grissony mustelids. We just have boxes full of baculum.
Oh, just wolverine penises.
Yeah, just all of them. They make such a wonderful noise.
Why do you collect those specifically?
They were probably kept with the skulls, and then someone just decided to put them all in boxes together. There's so much variation. Okay.
I mean, I'm looking forward to watching a video of one of these guys on YouTube because he looks like he looks like an otter mixed with a badger.
This is a regular North American raccoon. This is
Why
probably...
is its tail so little?
I don't know. There's a lot of variation. This is a young raccoon as well. There's a lot of variation in raccoons. I've grown to really like raccoons since we've had Soon Raccoon on the channel so often. Raccoon is like the perfect mascot for the Brain Scoop because they're kind of underappreciated, but they're really curious and they're really funny and they're really sneaky. I don't know how that has anything to do with our show. Look at this tail on this one. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever looked in this drawer before.
Look at that. See, there's still stuff to see.
Yeah. Coatis are like, they have South American relatives of the raccoon. Black homies. Here they
Whoa,
are. Yeah, gliding
what?
squirrels. They're so soft. These are the best. I want a fur made out of gliding squirrels.
No.
I mean,
Oh my god.
I want to have their fur,
Holy
like on my body. Like,
Oh,
not, I
like
don't
you
want to
wanna
take it
grow
from
it.
them. Yeah, I want it.
I thought you wanted a fur, like a fur coat.
No,
No.
no.
You just want to be covered in
Yeah,
fur like that.
yeah.
Yes, this is an experience that I feel privileged to have had.
I don't play with the specimens.
These ones are also soft, but I feel like that one is softer for some reason.
Probably because I sit and pet it often. With my boyfriend over here. He's lost a little bit of weight.
In hand.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
It's the biggest kitty. Actually, it's not the biggest kitty, but it's really close. This is an African lion skull. And it has plaster teeth because they got removed somehow. The really cool thing about cats is that morphologically they're all super similar. So you'll have dogs and foxes look quite a bit different than wolf skulls. But with cats, like aside from a more pronounced sagittal crest in the back for muscle attachments, most cat skulls look the same. Like, so this is like
It's like a giant cat.
yeah, like your giant house cat. They have the same amount of teeth, and they have this like really unique dentition. They have carnivorous dentition for shearing flesh.
What's the biggest kitty if that's not it?
Oh, well.
Well.
Well. I do like that one. We do have a cast of Similodon. This is a saber-tooth.
Well, that's not alive though.
I know, but this is a representative of an extinct species.
That's freaking.
Still pretty cool. I mean, look at those
What the
teeth.
hell is that for? How could that possibly?
Well, it didn't last. I mean.
Yeah, but like it lasted long enough for that morphology to occur.
And their teeth are actually serrated. These canines aren't totally round as you would expect. They're supposed to be like knife-like. They have edges.
These aren't for like show. They're not like tooth versions of antlers. Those are
No.
for death.
Those are for annihilation. I mean, we've been talking about de-extinction quite a bit, and I don't know that I would want to have a saber-toothed cat
No.
brought back from
No.
extinction. This will do.
Oh,
Porcupines.
giant porcupine.
Porcupines are the biggest ever. This is the smelliest cabinet. Can you imagine trying to skin and stuff a porcupine? Here's some naked mole rat fetuses.
Oh, what's up with you, man?
They were just stuffed really weird. But this one, I mean, they kind of look like penises. Pygmy Jerboa, which is a tiny, tiny version of a jumping kangaroo mouse. Its tail is 3 times the whole length of its little body. Its body's like an inch long. It's so adorable. I can't even handle it.
So he's coming with you?
Yeah, and I've gotten some angry messages from people because they're like, how dare you? You can't just do whatever with the museum specimen. But he has been approved by curators on both ends to do a formal and official inter-museum loan. He will have his paperwork filled out, and he can come along with as a temporary loan to the Field Museum.
Emily, thank you for my final second tour of the museum here.
You're welcome.
You're great, and
Anytime.
we'll miss you from Missoula.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting everyone in.
Thanks for giving me my own show on YouTube. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And
I'm so excited.
we'll see you in Chicago.
Bye.